Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you focus into the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes for ourselves to be very clear with the practice and why we need to practice like this, and out of this practice, what we can build up in us. Because the very purpose of this whole practice, giving you better understanding regarding yourself. When you have the clear understanding regarding yourself, it will help you to understand that outside things. So, if you don't know who you are, and with that doubt or with that unclarity, whatever the perception happens to you or whatever the experience come to you, it becomes incomplete. So that's why in the very basic level, you have to develop within yourself to be very clear regarding your own mind with your own mind. So this is a kind of like a methods that we only for practice point of view, we have to slowly understand how this can help for us. So for us to develop this understanding, we can analyze it like this. There is a problem. So, and there is a solution. And there is a method. So the problem, you have to understand the problem very clearly. Why you can't understand who you are. So that is where we're heading. Why you can't see your true nature. So the very reality itself means you have the total clarity regarding your own existence. So then the problem now, you can't understand who you are because just by thinking, maybe it's not going to enough. So the problem arises because of the ignorance. So that is the problem. Not knowingly reasons. So the solution, is the wisdom. So now you have a problem. That problem doesn't mean, how this the stars or the moon, the sun, or other planets happens. The very problem is you don't know who you are. So you have to be very, very clear with that. Because once you know who you are, then all other problems going to settle down and you can get the answers. So why you can't understand who you are? Because of the problem, the ignorance. So then the solution is the wisdom. So the method for that, we gain the wisdom according to the Buddha's teaching, and when it comes to the Buddha's philosophy, the eightfold path. So that's the solution. And here in the practice meditation, from why we come to the meditation part. So when it comes to the ignorance, there is a reason for that. Your ignorance exists because of the distracted mind. Remember that. Your ignorance not because of the karma. Your ignorance is not because of the genetic problem. Your ignorance is not because of the political reasons. Your ignorance is not because of the gas price. Or your ignorance is not because of the other weather situation. This is what you have to understand. Your ignorance exists because of the distracted mind. So once you understand that, you start to look for the solution for that. Why the distracted mind happens? Because one thing is, you never knew that. Your ignorance, you used to think about, look for the informations. And you never look into your distracted mind, and you keep pouring information on the top of the distracted mind. So if you start to go towards the wisdom path, the very first thing, you have to get out of the distracted mind. So that is what called the concentrated mind, or the samadhi, or the tranquility state. So that when it comes to that, in the very conventional level, it doesn't mean that you have to go to a very deep samadhi. No, just recognizing the time and the space and understanding your bodily, verbally, mentally behavior, and be aware about it. Giving the concentrated mind for the moment. And to get into that, remember in the solution problem, the solution is the wisdom. So you have to develop the wisdom in certain ways. So one is ability to listen. Shrutame jnana. Ability to be open. Be a receiver. Having open heart. Having open mind. And another thing is here, deeply, willing to change. So if you don't, that is what most of time we don't have. Maybe we are listening. We always try to collect the knowledge or the information, but sometimes we are not willing to change. We try to maintain. So this is two different ways. You are trying to maintain your character as who you are. For that, you try to learn and use the information. So in that way, in the conventional world, with this knowledge, you will keep maintaining. But still, remember, you're going to end with the difficulties. But when you have the ability to change, intention to change, deeper in the very core essence yourself, to transform to more better version, in that level, when you listen, it is totally different. That is what we talk here. So wisdom path listening means you're listening, you have that attentive listening, you have open mind, and you have the open heart with the intention to become more better. So in that very level, you have to let go in this very version of you rather than maintaining. So when it let go means 100%, not half. 100% you have to let go who you are. Because becoming new means in this very version of you, you can't perform in the very better version. Because in this very moment, look at yourself, look into you, and how many things talking to yourself, like many problems, situations, then the desires, the goal, and many plans in you. So that work for this version of you. Maybe for the higher version, this anything not going to work anymore. So if you hold it to those things, you can't go there. So then you have the ability to let go that deeper inside you, all the desire or the intention to maintain this. And then the next one called the Chintame Jnana. So that's mean you self-evaluation. When you go through something, what you experience, rather than just repeating something, if you don't get a better result, if you don't see yourself, if you don't transform yourself, what's the point? Just you keep repeating it. But most of time when we get used to repeat something, another way we call the habitual pattern, we get blind ourselves and we can't see the growth happening or not, because we are so comfortable with the repetition. There is no window for yourself to look into you. Are you growing, or are you becoming better or not? So Chintame Jnana means, so you use your own inner wisdom, understanding to observe and see Are you getting some kind of result, or is it work for you? So it not only for one thing. You have to look into that everything around you, even in day-to-day life, as ordinary people. So you have to develop that in you. As a husband, wife, children, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, even whatever you drink, eat, or anything. Just imagine whatever, maybe it's look like so good, tasty, the smell so good, and other people say it is very good, healthy, but you eat and you feel uncomfortable. You feel kind of like sick. So if you don't listen to that, if you don't accept that, what will happen if you keep eating? So most of the time we don't see even what we drink, what we eat, whoever we associate, and whatever the things we use, we don't see ourselves. What are the benefit we get out of that? Just think about yourself. Even your husband, wife, children, you just try to maintain. Otherwise, you don't see how the growth happening in you because of that relationship or the connection. What is the change came to you? How you transform to a more better version? You just caught up in certain kind of bodily, verbally actions, and you just keep repeating action every day. Till you die, you will keep doing that. Even you born again, you're going to do some work. So don't get caught in that action mood. Use that action and develop your wisdom. So whatever the position you have, even in the family, doesn't matter the husband, wife, children, the parents, the brothers, sisters, the neighbors, the enemies, use that all to look into yourself and transform your inside. Use that all the connections. Don't just keep maintaining it, because by the time you get tired, you get sick about these human relationships. But if you are capable to gain day by day, something, and you transform yourself every day, you will more engage with the people. And you are not afraid for any situation. And at the same time, deeply inside you, you transform and you bring the change to yourself. That change itself become the benefit for others, because you are every day a person other people feel comfortable. So otherwise, other people also get, not only you get sick about other people also get sick about you. Why? Because every day is the same. Every day you repeat the same thing, same drama, same complaint, same fight, same argument, the same food and the same conversation. One day is okay, 2 days okay. Just imagine how once you get used to, like, many years, 10 years like that, you just get blind. So Chinta me jnana is allow you to not to be like that. So that is why you have to develop it. And the next, how you can develop it, that is where we come the meditation. Bhavana me jnana. So Chinta me jnana is not enough. Because sometimes our mind is not capable to deeply go into the truth, because maybe it is distracted, and that's why you have to brush up and clean inside and get out of this all the distractions. So when it comes to concentration and then from there when you go to the meditation, it will start to work for you. So out of this all you have to remember. So the meditation itself means you from here don't look for something. You just look into yourself. So that is why we use as primary mental object our breathing, body, feelings, sensation, thoughts, and the very phenomena, the moment of existence. So in that way, you are capable to understand. What is this? Without observing, you can see things, can know things, but it's going to become very limited. You can't go into the depth. But now through the awareness, concentrated mind, you recognize things as it is. So that is the very entering point to different level of understanding. Because that whatever appears to us not complete, remember that. So whatever appears to us, it appears sometimes very half of it, like the moon. Just imagine the way you see the full moon. You see full moon, it's a, even though we say it is a full moon, it is a half. We can't see the full moon. We just see the only one side of it. When it becomes full, the completely other side, half of it is completely dark. So same like that, whatever we see, hear, smell, taste, don't think that you see it complete. No, we don't see it. Even look at the people, the people you live around. And sometimes every day you recognize something. If you look very carefully, if you become mindful, every day maybe you see some kind of behavior come out of them, then you never experienced it before. So how it happened like that? But we think, oh, I know. And sometimes we think, oh, I know how to do this. Oh, I know this person. No, it is not like that. What you know is not complete. So that is what most of the time we look into outside and we kind of like become confident with that, thinking, oh, I know it, but we don't see that inside. Distracted mind that we hold is not going to bring that completion to us. So that's why you have to first fix that. Don't try to go and fix the outside. You fix the inside, because once you have the tranquility mind, whatever appear to you, even it appear in a halfway, you recognize it is half. That is what happens. You don't going to recognize it as full. You recognize it's half. And whatever in front of you, whatever come to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, you know it as it is. And once you know that, in the moment of experience, become complete. So that means your reality become real. Because your reality means what you experience in the moment. So it become real means you recognize it as it is. When the reality becomes real to you, your life becomes complete in the moment, not about the past or the future. In the moment, it becomes complete. So in that completion, in this very moment, what you experience not going to be the same. You totally shift to a different level of recognition. So from this level, we can't talk about that experience. Only thing is we can just have kind of like a fair discussion and share the informations to know about there is something like that. So once you have it, once you know that, so then you become a little bit careful, because then you know that from this point there is something. And that will slowly take you towards it. It's not going to happen overnight, maybe. For some people, it may happen. It's person to person, it's different. But still, you all are capable to get into that. But holding like this, keeping this all, you can't get that. So that's why, in the very first level, you have to come to the point to let go. So what is let go? Let go who you are. And just bring the surrender, totally 100% surrender to the moment of existence. Let things to happen in you as it is. Don't try to change. Don't try to adjust. Don't try to manipulate. Don't try to bring your mental interference. Don't try to adjust anything with the different intention. Not just observe, let it be. But just work with your awareness, make it more sharp and clear, to go deeper, 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 moment by moment. In that way, in a certain level, the shift will happen. But you can't make it happen. Only thing, you have to allow it to happen. What you can do, totally surrender to that. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata ca ammihi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhamma nudhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.